As I turn round, boom, one loud noise.
It's just like screaming and running and just like children and teenagers just propelling themselves down the stairs to get away from where the explosion was.
I was running up the stairs as they was all running down. 40, 50 people run past me and I ran up and it was just carnage.
It was full of beautiful young girls and it's just tragic.
I feel like it's my family that's been affected, even though it's not.
We're not going to give in. We are frightened, of course we are, but you know what? We're carrying on, because that's what northern people do.
Oh my God.
At first, uncertainty.
What's going on?
And then panic.
Oh my God!
The show is over, the lights are on, and within seconds an explosion rocks the concert hall just as people start to head home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your time.
Organisers try to calm them.
There's no problems here. Just take your time and keep exiting the building. There's no need to bunch up and run.
But there's confusion and fear and desperation to get out. Parents are waiting outside to pick up their children, unable to move, not knowing what's happened. As people run out, paramedics run in.
Which way? Come on. We need to get round. Come on, we get round this way. Come on.
We now know 22 were killed. In the immediate aftermath, people trying to make sense of it.
Didn't know what had gone on, so everyone was like trampling over us and it's just awful.
Yeah, we were just really confused. There was a big bang, we could smell smoke, everyone was screaming and crying and we were just told to come round here and didn't even know what was going on. We were kind of hoping it wasn't the worst, but then it ended up being the worst sort of thing.
As I turn round, boom, one loud noise. And then a gentleman said, "Run!" So we ran. It was full of beautiful young girls and boys and families, and it's just tragic to think that such a great family evening has now ended in such horror.
As dawn broke, it all became horribly clear. This was a terrorist attack targeting children, young people, families.
This attack stands out for its appalling, sickening cowardice, deliberately targeting innocent, defenceless children and young people who should have been enjoying one of the most memorable nights of their lives.
And in the light of day, people wanted to share what had happened at Manchester Arena, trying to grasp the enormity, the horror.
Everything kind of went calm for about 5 or 6 seconds. I mean, everyone in the arena was scarily still. Yeah. And then all of a sudden that was it. There was pandemonium everywhere.
I saw a guy who had blood on his head, and then that's when I thought it's not a balloon. And when we got up the stairs, there was people shouting, "Run, just run. Someone's being shot."
Everybody's pushing, everybody's shoving, the shoes being lost, phones being dropped.
I mean, we saw one girl who literally skimmed the top of the chair. She went straight over the stairs because she was just so panicked to get out.
And then suddenly you just heard screaming, and everybody was running from the back towards the front. And it was just sheer chaos. People trying to get off the balconies. It was awful.
21-year-old Alicia went to the concert with a friend. Like so many others, she's haunted.
I've not slept or ate or anything because I just can't stop thinking about it, and then as soon as I stop thinking about it, it just goes back into my mind again and just hear the screams and see the people running. I just think, obviously, like I know it sounds awful, but just to be able to get out, it's just very lucky for those people that didn't. Like, I'm not in half as bad position as so many other people. So, yeah, I just feel really. I just think I should have done more to help, but I just didn't know what to do.
Paul Reed, a first aider, was just outside the foyer. As people fled around him, he ran in.
As I was running up the stairs, as they was all running down, 40, 50 people run past me and I ran up. And it was just carnage. There was people lying everywhere. And I just started reassuring the man. And I asked him his name. He said his name was Paul. I said, yeah, my name's Paul. And I said, where are you from? He said, Liverpool. So I said to him, if you're a blue, I'm not helping you. If you're a red, I'm going to help you. And he kind of like chuckled and goes, I'm a red. And I goes, brother, we're going to watch some European football next season. And he kind of chuckled again. And then an officer came and says, yeah, we've got to get him out of here. And we put him on a maxi stretcher, you know, and carried him out. I just think it was what people should do, innit? You can't leave people. You can't leave people like that. You can't leave them. You have to go and help them.
And in the midst of utter shock, desperate and public searches began. Among them, 15-year-old Olivia Campbell's family.
Absolutely devastated. We're all devastated. We just feel we're coming to an end and we can't find her, and all we want is people just to still carry on keeping their eyes open for us. She may be wandering the streets for all we know. We don't know whether she's injured or what, so we're just hoping that everybody will keep their eyes open for her. I think she is out there somewhere, maybe in a hospital where they haven't identified her or something like that, so that's what we've got to hope and pray, that she still is there or out there somewhere.
A day later, their worst fears confirmed. 15-year-old Olivia was among the dead.
Move back down, please.
Throughout all this, raid after raid after raid, as police investigated a suspected terror network. And among the people of Manchester, disbelief turned to defiance.
I want to thank the people of Manchester. Even in the minutes after the attack, they opened their doors to strangers and drove them away from danger. They gave the best possible immediate response to those who seek to divide us. And it will be that spirit of Manchester that will prevail and hold us together.
That spirit so clearly displayed in the hours after the attack. Hundreds opened their doors and offered rooms.
I mean, we could see people help us on the floor, and we thought, well, it's late now, trains have been cancelled, so I decided to put on Facebook a post about offering our flat for a room for sofas and floor space for people to stay if they needed it.
Taxi companies providing free lifts to anyone who needed them.
I think the response was it was unbelievable from the drivers, that they just went. A lot of them went on their own accord to go to there and try and pick as many people as possible. I think we've got a duty as a company, but as people as well. As people from Manchester, our duty is at times of crisis, everybody needs to get together, and we need to show these people that at the end of the day that we can't be broken. We're as one.
And blood donor centres flooded with volunteers.
I don't personally know anyone who was even at the concert last night, but it's just, I've not stopped crying all day. I feel like it's my family that's been affected, even though it's not.
This has touched everyone here, coming together in solidarity. Unifying in grief, their message was one of love in the face of such terror, such hate.
City like Manchester are always together. Things like this don't happen a lot, but when they do, people come together and really unite and show support for the families.
Times like this, it's the city all comes together and everyone supports everyone. It's an inclusive city. It's fantastic.
Theirs are the voices of hope, a collective commitment to stand side by side, faith alongside faith.
This one individual came and he caused bloodshed, he caused so much grief and pain in so many hearts. But look at what has happened here this evening. We are a great Mancunian city.
And mixed in with unfathomable loss, not just a united spirit, but pride too. And a message, that is not who we are, this is.
This is the place in the northwest of England. It's ace, it's the best, and the songs that we sing from the stands from our bands set the whole planet shaking. Our inventions are legends. There's naught we can't make. And so we make brilliant music. We make brilliant bands. We make goals that make souls leap from seats in the stands. And so this is the place now with kids of our own. Some are born here, some drawn here. But we all call it home. And they've covered the cobbles, but they'll never defeat all the dreamers and schemers who still teem through these streets, because this is a place that has been through some hard times. But we keep fighting back with Greater Manchester spirit, northern grit, northern wit in Greater Manchester lyrics. And there's hard times again. And there's hard times again. There's hard times again in these streets of our city. But we won't take defeat. And we don't want your pity, because this is the place where we stand strong together with a smile on our face, Mancunians forever, because this is the place in our hearts, in our homes, because this is the place that's a part of our bones, because Manchester gives us such strength from the fact that this is the place. We should give something back. Always remember. Never forget. Forever Manchester. Choose love, Manchester. Thank you.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and the families and friends of all those affected.
Safi was simply a beautiful little girl in every aspect of the word.
For all these people to turn up means the world to us.
Just devastated. Just so sad.
22 deaths, the youngest just 8 years old, killed in terror and hate. These are the people we should remember, each with a story, with a life, with a family.
My name's Martin, I'm 27 and I'm from Manchester.
29-year-old Martin Hett, a Coronation Street superfan.
I even have a cat that I've called Emily Bishop.
That means the winners are Martin and Russell.
He was beloved on the internet for being larger than life.
I'm just happy we made such good friends, this is nothing to me.
We're rich!
He even made his mother's knitting business go global through social media and love.
He's now the Peter Pan because he never wanted to get to 30. He's 29, 30 in
little while, he's never wanted to grow old or wrinkled, so he will always be young.
His parents say right now they're holding on to the memories.
I have not been crying and sobbing and sort of breaking down. It'll change, obviously, it'll hit me at some point. But right this minute, I don't feel the need to be upset and cry. When I think of Martin, all I can think of is smiling, because I have just so many fond and really funny memories.
The material things you can't take it with you, but all that love you leave behind is just priceless, absolutely priceless.
I have no feelings of hate, anger at all. I'm staying with my positivity for Martin, and that's what I want to hold on to.
Tributes have been paid to all the victims. 14-year-old Nell Jones, popular and always smiling. Martin Hett, described as iconic and beautiful. Marcin and Angelika Kliss, a Polish couple killed waiting to pick up their daughters. Lisa Lees, her brother said, will never be forgotten. Kelly Brewster, who heroically shielded her niece. Alison Howe, a caring mother. 15-year-old Olivia Campbell, a delightful girl. John Atkinson, a beautiful soul. 18-year-old Georgina Callender, a girl who lit up the room. 8-year-old Safi Roussos, warm and kind. Jane Tweddle Taylor, 51, bubbly and kind. Michelle Kiss, a mother of 3, friends say her family was her life. 14-year-old Sorrel Lachowski, clever, talented, creative. 17-year-old Chloe Rutherford and her 19-year-old boyfriend Liam Curry, inseparable and beautiful inside and out. 14-year-old Aileen McLeod, vivacious and fun. Off-duty policewoman Elaine MacGyver, effervescent and thoughtful. 19-year-old Courtney Boyle, described by her mother as her rock and who died with her stepfather Philip Tron, gorgeous and crazy. 50-year-old Wendy Fall, remembered as a wonderful woman. And 15-year-old Megan Hurley, a sensitive, music-mad animal lover. The nation fell silent for all of them, as thousands gathered in the city centre and across the UK. Applause finally erupted. And then a song, a remarkable moment of collective defiance. Symbolic of this proud northern city.
We do come down here a lot together, me and my daughter, but she's too frightened now to come out. But I said they can't. We've got to stick together. United we stand. We've got to do it together. You can't be frightened to do anything. We need to stand together against this.
Elsewhere, another show of support, this time royal, with the Queen paying a surprise visit to the bedside of young victims.
Very wicked. To target that sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, it's awful, really. Awful, but hopefully they'll mend. We'll get better.
But it's very interesting how everybody has united, haven't they? Yeah.
It's been amazing, really.
They're just a few of more than 100 injured in the suicide attack.
I have a few holes in my legs and stuff, and then I have a bit of a cut on my eye, and then just a bit of a cut there. But compared to other people, I'm quite lucky, really.
People here saw things no one ever should, escaping with their lives.
Myself and my daughter's friend, we were waiting, and my daughter's friend's mum, and she died. She was one of the ones that she died in the blast.
Yeah.
Gestures of support are constant, and the community here seems larger by the minute. 15-year-old Olivia Campbell remembered in a biking rally.
This means the world to us. For all these people to turn up, for a little girl, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Lovely, stunning young lady who loved life, who all she wanted was to do the best of what she could do.
At another vigil in another town, 2 young mothers were mourned.
We've been posting over the social media to help to find a mother. And last night the news broke out from the family that, well, she passed away. And it's just so sad.
And for the couple, Chloe and Liam, teenagers who wanted to be together forever, their families say now they are.
The picture you see of Chloe is just her, that smile on her face all day long, regardless of what happened. She would come in the mornings with that smile, and she would leave in the evening with that smile. He was a lovely guy. It's just the happiness and the support they gave each other, and the 2 of them together forever.
For the youngest victim, 8-year-old Safi Roussos, the grief has spread far and wide.
Safi was simply a beautiful little girl in every aspect of the word. She was loved by everyone, and her warmth and kindness will be remembered fondly. Safi was quiet and unassuming with a creative flair.
To a backdrop of terror, there's extraordinary resilience here.
So if anyone, is doing things that they shouldn't be doing, I just think that local people have to report it to the local police and get around it, because these people don't belong in the streets and they're not Muslims. In our religion, as a Muslim, it doesn't teach you to kill innocent people.
And the Manchester worker bee, a symbol of industrial heritage, now takes on more poignant significance. Stay together, keep going.